Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about the RC battlefield or RC playground. The RC battlefield is a ground where you help Zero, motherfucking Zero, and his mission to save CJ from, CJ helps Zero from saving him from his opponent with RC helicopters, RC vehicles, so on and so forth. In this mode, and this map, is called Baron's Playground, version 1.1. It involves you using two vehicles only, the Fagio, the slowest motorcycle in the game and the lamest, and it also involves you using the quad bike, the quad, whatever. Please do not use any fast vehicles in this map because it makes it interesting and destroys the entire purpose of the map, therefore. So I will go into that some more before I show you the rest of the map. What you need to know is that this right here, this path right here, is wider than the opposite side on the way other side, which is this right here. As you can see, there is barely any space. However, don't be worried about that because they don't really, this spot right here in the back doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. You don't want to be here, basically, when you're fighting. You want to be in the front, and you want to use the fences as much as possible to defend yourself. This is designed to be a capture the flag scenario, and I think it's the first capture the flag scenario I've ever seen in GTA so far. So the blue flag right here, you take this blue flag and you take it to your base and you capture it for a point. The enemy team has to capture the red flag and bring it to their base, and so on and so forth. If you really want to make it harder, you just move the flag from there and you put it on top of here, and you bring this right here with you, and you bring it to the top, and boom diada, you moved your flag. This here is the third floor, and the only way to reach the third floor is to go on top of the stairs, go around, go here, and there you are. That's all you need to know. This base has a wider back. However, this side over here has a better battleground defensive place maneuver right here. So they have an easier battlefield, while over here it's kind of a more complicated battlefield. Right here it's a lot better to battle, basically, to shoot people, mainly because of this tower and something else. But just so you know, RC Battlefield is designed to be a battleground for both sides to be able to use all sorts of guns. Again, please don't use the Desert Eagle. Do not use the combat shotgun. Do not see bug abuse, because if you do, you're not making the game fun for everybody, but people abuse it heavily, and then they think, oh, I'm a good player. You're not a good player. You're abusing a bug. And you're trash if you're abusing the bug, which you will abuse anyway. It's just like drive-by. You park on someone and you shoot. That's not, it's gangsta, yeah, okay, I can see that it's gangsta, but it doesn't make sense why you would do that. It just makes the game boring. Boring. Anyway, so for administrators, I will tell you right now, if you spawn on the second floor, which I spawned this right here, and I spawned this too, but if you spawn here on the second floor in GTA San Andreas, what will happen to you is you will end up on the second floor itself. What do I mean by second floor itself? I'll show you right now. If you are an administrator, if you want to watch over the players, you will go here. Basically, you can go here and you can go to this rooftop even that's kind of facing out of the thing. And you'll kind of notice that that house right there is the line. It touches the invisible wall on the second floor. Now, the invisible wall was not created by me. It's actually an original wall there. It was an original invisible wall designed so when the RC helicopters go up, that they strike that invisible wall so they can't go further and out of map exteriors. Sorry, out of map boundaries. So this is not my design, but if you're an administrator, you want to like, oh, there's a player killing himself down there. You can go up here and you can look, right? Over here, as I said, the bunker is just before that invisible wall, and the other area right here is also just above, well, sorry, below the invisible wall. In the beta, I had this huge house spawned here. I had this huge interior, but I had to remove it because of this invisible wall, and because the game crashed whenever you know, you'll have two beautiful waterfalls there, but when you look in the map editor, those waterfalls are not moving. So this is the battlefield. I'm showing you from here because it's very easy to show you. Right down there, there's a house. You can hide over there. You can hide down there. Those rock walls you see with all the ferns and the trees, you can't go over those walls. In the original battleground, you could go over the walls. Here, you cannot. So, yeah, just so you know, I'm showing you the houses, and as you can see, this house, you can go inside of there and shoot from this floor. You could go inside that house down there with the little window opened. There's a ramp that leads you up there, and the opposite side has a ramp also that leads you up there. And remember, this side is facing that base, this side is facing the opposite base, and so as you can see, it kind of mimics the other side the best to its abilities. However, because the ground is different, the houses have to be shifted different. For example, if you look at this house right down here, and then if you run away and go to this house right here, you'll totally notice that the road is different, its positioning is different, because it just had to be. I couldn't. I tried my best in my abilities to balance it out, but I couldn't. And yeah, it's a capture the flag scenario. And if you think that you want to work on this map, edit it, and make it fun for the GTA community, go ahead. So now that we're done with the second floor and you basically seeing the layout of the map, the blueprints, I'm going to show you in-game what it feels like to be in one of these bases. So let's go, shall we? I'm going to talk about more about the capture the flag scenario and how it works. So here we go. Okay, so the battleground starts with two bases, obviously, and you cannot enter this base unless you go over there to that side where there's a door where you can see there's an opening, you can go in. Over here there's a fence on, and both bases have this fence. It can't be broken through, and you can shoot through this fence. So if you had a gun and you shot through this fence, you can damage people inside, hiding behind that for cover, or over there in that hallway if you're somehow able to aim in. But they will use this as cover, and I will get to that soon. Okay, let's go. So when you enter the base, over here there's supposed to be a shop. I didn't add that yet, so if you want to add a shop by yourself, go ahead, but I didn't add a shop. I just left that space opened for now. This right here is your first place where you're gonna, crouch, shoot people, and there's a lot of these. You'll notice there's a lot of those. When you enter the base, here's how it looks like. An example. If you look here, you'll notice there's this like a little bunker where people can, shoot through, right? You can shoot at the enemy or they can shoot at you. Whoever has control of this, use it to your advantage as much as possible. And always remember to cover your back. This is a little spawn area where people basically can spawn in this corner. I advise you spawn them right here. Do not spawn them somewhere where they can be shot at. Spawn them here, for instance, or upstairs is better even. Just don't do it, right here is where you can take cover and shoot. And remember, both bases have this. They have the same interior design from inside. You can basically take cover and shoot people, from any side. Over here you can come to, you can crouch, but however you cannot go through. I tried fixing that to the best of my abilities, but I wasn't able to. So you proceed and you go right here and you end up in a little interior, as you can see. And it takes you here, you go here, and boom, a perfect spawn point. Once again, you can spawn right here and let's go battle, right? You can go here, and this is where that same bunker is, where you shoot. If you go here, you go up to the second floor. Now we're on the second floor. Right there's a little bunker. So if you're a defender, you can shoot whoever's coming from below as they're, going upstairs. Here's another bunker, and I call this the tower. If you enter the tower, you go here and you start aiming with your sniper rifle, but you have a lack of cover, as you can see. The fence is smaller here, so it kind of sucks, but that's the point. You're exposing yourself to the enemy and you're hiding here or here to shoot at your enemies, depending on where you want to be. Those ladders there are those stairs. Just so you know, I didn't fix that, but then again, I really don't care. That's not an issue for me. I mean, are you gonna hug the wall? Over here, it's just basically a decor. So is this right here. This box right here is made so you can take cover and shoot. Take cover and shoot. As you can see, there's a wall. And when you go up here, it's the same thing. It's a little hideout where you can kneel down and snipe. Kneel down and snipe. This is mainly a sniper position. If you want to shoot your enemies, you go here, honestly, with an M4 or something. But everything here is a sniping position where you take cover and you shoot from across the map or shoot the people in that tower up there, which you can notice from here. It's that house, that yellow house. And here's your flag. Here's where you take the flag and you bail. And you can go inside here if you wanted, but you would have to go here. And you can't even do that. Why? Because this is mainly designed to be a food shop, a health pickup area. It's not meant to be where you can really hang out and do anything. This is that same bunker I was telling you. If the enemy goes up the stairs, you aim down your sights and you shoot them. Simple as that. This here leads to the final floor, the third floor. It leads you on top of the bunker, but you have a really, really big advantage on that tower, as now you're facing the tower. And if you go to the other side and up this ramp, you're going to arrive to the third floor, where again you have another advantage on the opposite tower. However, if you go here, you're exposing yourself. You have barely any defense. Even if you crouch, they'll be able to shoot you. So this side in the far back really doesn't matter. Please do not use that and then be like, oh, the enemy team has bigger space, unfair. Not really. If anything, you gaining more space kind of gets noobs to die quicker. So we'll keep on going. As you can see, houses like this, you can go hide behind it, but it's really pointless since you're facing the enemy base that has a highly advantage against you. But that's the point. They're supposed to have a high advantage over you because they're the defenders. So you go up here and you shoot and you try to break in through their base the best you can while your allies are attacking the wall. This wall right here cannot be jumped over unless you go on top of the tower and then you attempt to jump over like I did right now, and that's how you can basically break in. You have to use these two paths, this path right here, to go to the other side, or here's a little secret, you can go right here and you just go underneath and you skip that road. But then again, you were in the opening, you arrived into the opening, and this side does not really have a path, as you can see, so that's just the path. That's what it is. You can climb on top of this house if you want, on both sides, and boom, now you're in the center. Now you're exposed to both bases. So this is the center. This is the middle ground. This is where most of the fighting will most likely happen, where a lot of people will die, and kudos to you if you do. Right here, there's a ramp. If you go up the ramp, you will arrive to this tower. And this tower is basically where you take cover and shoot the opposite tower, or you shoot the opposite bases, depending on where you really want to go. You can move slightly forward by going here or here, but if you go here, you're kind of in danger from the other tower. And if you go here, you're in danger from the base and the people below, and so on and so forth. If you go here, you got a wall cover, so it's kind of an advantage. And also you're hidden by the palm tree. And yeah, that's all you need to know. Over here you got cover, but you're not protected by the palm tree. So both sides have kind of a twerk of what's better and what's not better. If you go down here, down the ramp, and go on this portion, you arrive to a little hidden floor where you can take cover. and also shoot people and hide. Shoot people and hide. And the same thing with this side. Shoot people and hide. Shoot people to tower and hide. You can also go down here where you have this little window and shoot people and hide. That's all what it is, honestly. So it really depends on how your playstyle is, and this map offers you so many playstyles. I cannot even go into it how many playstyles there are offered. But both bases look exactly the same. There's houses of identical proportion on both sides. The only thing that doesn't look the same, as I said, is this right here. And this base, this is drawn back. And in the opposite base, it's not drawn back, but they have a column here which loses them this space, and they have a column right here that loses the space. So you have the equal loss of space, but only by a little difference. What else do you need to know? That's it. This base is exactly like the opposite base, exactly identical. The only thing is they lost this space, which is sad, but at the same time, it's not really that sad. I mean, you got a better defense. Right here, this wall, for instance, is smaller. You kind of have a better defense. When you go to the bunker, here's where you are. You have a smaller bunker a little bit, but other than that, that bunker doesn't really matter. What matters is the top floor, and the bottom floor really matters the most. Where you're going to defend before the enemy approaches and comes in. And yeah, that's all you need to know. There you go. So this is RC Battleground. If you like the map, good on you. If you don't like the map, leave a complaint in the description below. This is the Capture the Flag scenario map again. So if you want to play Capture the Flag in San Andreas multiplayer using a very simple, simplistic battleground, this is the one for you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have a good day and good time. Peace.